Guys, I'm back in one of the wealthiest cities in the entire world. I'm in Dubai, and today I'm gonna be going all over the wealthiest areas in Dubai to find and ask billionaires and the most successful business owners in the entire city how they created their wealth and the blueprints to building multi-million dollar and multi-billion dollar businesses in today's world. So with that being said, let's get this video on the way. Do you come from a lot of money?
No, I don't come from a lot of money. We were actually, 8 years ago, we couldn't pay rent, and our rent was $1,300, right? And I vowed to myself that I'm never coming to that point again.
So you were broke?
I was broke.
Yeah.
I was broke. We had to sell our wedding jewelry to pay rent, bro. So it was a hard time.
It started in April of 2021, and in the first 11 months, we raised a little more than $100 million, and the valuation was $1.5 billion. So it took us actually roughly 11 months, to be precise, to become $1 billion, yeah?
Less than a year?
Yeah, less than a year.
That's crazy. So do you think somebody can get rich quick in today's world? What is the best sector of tech to get into in today's world?
So we were just talking about this. So you got to think about the problem that needs to be solved in 5 years from now and invest in it from right now. Close your eyes, imagine the world in the next 5 years. What is it going to look like? Are we going to be having robots walking amongst us? Is it going to be flying cars? Is it going to be that the doors are going to talk to you in a certain way? If that's the world that you imagine in 5 years from now, build that technology today. That's the way that you're going to be able to scale. Don't follow trends. The trends are already built. It's too late for you. Otherwise, you're going to just be a copycat. You want to really make a big impact?
All you have to do is go down to the link in the description of this video to join the community, the School of Mentors, and I'll see you on the inside. Watch your life change when you hop on your first call with a billionaire or a multi-millionaire and be able to ask them a question about your career, your life, or your business. This type of stuff is not offered anywhere else. So I can't wait to see you on the inside of the community. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Is that for yourself or the business?
That's for myself.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
How old were you when you became a millionaire?
I'm not a millionaire.
No?
No, I own $1 billion company.
You own $1 billion company?
Yeah.
What type of business?
I run a bunch of tech companies.
What is your net worth?
300 million?
$300 billion?
Yeah.
How can somebody become a billionaire in 2025?
I think
Yeah.
It was a very hard time.
So what was that turning point to financial freedom?
I think the biggest point was me. I never finished school, so I was always the black sheep of the family, right? So I think it was in me like this fire to prove people wrong that without having a degree, you can still do a lot of things that you ever wanted. And now if you look at a lot of multi-millionaires in the world, most of them, they never graduated, right? They just hustled and they made it.
Now, as an 8-figure entrepreneur, what was the best financial advice that you ever received?
So let me tell you this. When we couldn't pay rent, our rent was $1,300, we had no Netflix subscription, we had no Spotify, we had no subscriptions at all, right? Because we knew that, okay, money's tight, we're starting a business, we gotta make it somehow. We had no subscription. What 9 to 5 does is they'll get the money, they'll buy this, they'll buy that, they'll get a subscription, they'll get cards, debt, whatever, right? But my mindset was, no, okay, you know what? I have to save, invest. And once we reach a certain threshold, then we can get something to reward ourselves. Up until now, bro, I have no YouTube premium, nothing. I'd rather sit and watch ads to save money.
And then if it becomes a business, you're going to be very happy. And key is to invest. Invest. Don't save, but invest. Invest in yourself, in your health, in your head, and in the businesses you can invest, in the stock market, in the blockchain, in the crypto. Just invest all your life. And you're going to have the most interesting, successful life ever. Whatever you're doing. And not everybody has to be a businessman. You can be a great investor. Whatever you can afford to. And you're going to have the most interesting life, successful life, and there's going to be so much money to be made to enjoy.
You made $100 million last year? Is that for yourself or the business?
That's for myself. Plus on top, the business made money as well.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
I go all over the world interviewing the most successful business owners. Could I get one quick minute with you for the channel real quick?
You're most welcome.
What is your net worth?
Maybe 300 million.
$300 million?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
As somebody who's worth a couple $100 million, what is the best financial advice that you ever received?
Look, first you have to make it. You go all in on your idea because you don't have money. But when you have money, you have to be diversified. That's very important to be balanced. So you cannot be too aggressive on one thing. But when you're making it, your first 100 million, just go for it. You have to be crazy, insane, never giving up. If they all leave my office, if everyone wants to leave, I go there and work overnight, right? You just don't give up. You just keep going. Even if you don't have the money, fake it till you make it, keep going. You cannot give up. When you go broke, the first time I went broke, I also worked in tech. I didn't give up. I learned a lot from it. I was like part of the dot-com bubble in year 2000. It was tough, right? Yeah. We lost everything. We had a lot of great ideas. But then I thought I have all the knowledge. I know how Google works. I know how Google ranks. And I built pokernews.com, which was the #1 site in the world for poker. So you just do stuff that you learn from. So if you lose money on certain things, you don't give up. You take the knowledge that you got from that experience and you go and create other stuff. So money will always come to you if you have what it takes.
Right. What's the best investment somebody can make in 2025?
The best investment is just buy Sol.
What's Sol?
Solana blockchain.
Why?
Because it's the fastest, it's cheapest transactions, most scalable, and the best team.
What about Bitcoin?
Bitcoin's the god of blockchain, right? It's different. It's where you put most of your money in, and then you put some in the other ones. You cannot compare it. But Bitcoin's not working and doing transactions. It's not having validators like Solana. We don't need miners. It's all already in a different level. You're talking about a different level of blockchain, 2.0, 3.0.
How many billionaires have you met? Great interview out here in Dubai. We got to keep this video rolling and go get this next one. Come on. Excuse me, sir. Sir, question for you. How old were you when you became a millionaire?
I'm not a millionaire.
No?
No, I own $1 billion company.
You own $1 billion company?
Yeah.
What type of business?
A blockchain.
How long have you been a business owner?
17 years now.
I
I started when I was 16, now I'm 34, so 17, 18 years actually.
Yeah, and I go all over the world interviewing billionaires and the most successful people. Could I get 1 quick minute with you real quick for the channel?
Sure.
How long did it take you to build $1 billion company?
Started in April of 2021, and in the first 11 months we raised a little more than $100 million, and the valuation was $1.5 billion. So it took us actually roughly 11 months to be precise to become $1 billion, yeah?
Less than a year?
Yeah, less than a year.
That's crazy. So do you think somebody can get rich quick in today's world?
I think it's very easy if you focus on being at the right place and at the right time. And with the right place, I don't only mean location, I also mean the industry to choose it. So if I were to choose an industry in the 1990s, late 1990s, I would choose the internet. If I were to choose in 2010s, I would choose the social media. And if you were to ask me which industry would I choose now, either I would choose AI or I would choose blockchain or Web3.
You come from a lot of money?
No, I was broke. So basically, I came from a very humble family. Starbucks coffee at one point in time when I was 18 was luxury for me, because I was born in Delhi. It was luxury. So I didn't have any money. But I think that's my biggest advantage. Because
I've met several billionaires. Yeah. One of them lives permanently in Monaco at the Four Seasons Hotel. He's from India, and he runs a bunch of things in the tech space as well, and a bunch of other non-tech related stuff in real estate.
So what have you learned from networking with billionaires?
Don't talk about work.
What do you mean?
Don't talk about work. You want to talk to billionaires? Get to know them personally. Because you know why? Everybody has no idea how to talk to billionaires, but at the end of the day, they're just people too. So make friends, be a non-transactional person. I want to talk to you, I want to get to know you, I want to get to know you, and I want to understand who you are as a person first. Then we can be friends, then maybe we can do business together. That's it. Start humanizing the relationships first, and then once you create a human-to-human relationship with the wealthiest people, they'll take you everywhere. People go into conversations with a desire to achieve an outcome, and that often gets in the way of you getting to know people. But the reality is, the best businesses that have ever been built have come out of a conversation that had nothing to do with business. It had something to do with, hey, we have a shared desire of being at this conference or being at this event or being at this party, and then now we have a shared common affinity towards something. Okay, you look like a cool person, I'm a cool person, I think we align on values, let's go and build together. What does that mean? Who cares? The worst ideas executed well are going to outperform the best ideas executed poorly. Do you know the guy that invented the Snuggie? Do you know what I'm talking about? The blanket with the sleeves? Yeah. $100 million in sales. It's a blanket with sleeves. Terrible idea executed well will always trump a great idea executed poorly. Full stop.
Were you a good salesman?
It's the best. No, I never started off that way, but you have to develop those rhythms. Yeah. I'm a computer science grad. I've been programming my entire life, so my life has actually been behind a computer screen. But here's the other really important tip. Life is too damn short to be shy.
But I want to put this in perspective because like he said, a couple years ago, he could barely pay his rent. It was $1,000. And now he's making over $10 million a year. So it just goes to show what can happen if you sacrifice for a few years and get in the right industry, the right money-making vehicle, just like him, and you yourself can build a multi-million-dollar business.